Time now for the one and only, the original Friday Night Sports Blitz.
Hey, welcome back to week 4 of the Blitz. We've got a battle of the kings to get to now.
Yeah, we had some fun with this matchup, you know, like the one true king of the Coastal Bend.
So, who's it going to be? Let's find out. This is the Kingsville King Brahmas and the King Mustangs over at Cabinus. From Corpus, right? So, let's get started with James Males rolling to the right. It'll throw a pick, and so Kingsville King gets the pick 6. Christopher Garza, Play of the Week nominee.
That's what, 2 Play of the Week nominees so far.
That's fantastic.
And that was not even the only one from this game.
I know, and so you'll sense a theme here because take a look at this. This is crazy. Daniel Smith is going to take this all the way.
Spoiler alert.
For a Play of the Week nominee, and that is an epic way to respond, and so that tied up the game, and you gotta love the celebration there. And man, Doug Foster was absolutely loving that. So now James Males is going to punt it, and it is going to be fumbled and recovered by King. But
which King?
We're talking about the King Mustangs, and the Mustangs drive will stall, so then that puts Kingsville King back in the driver's seat, so that this pass from Dylan Everett to Isaiah Rivera will go into the end zone, and that gave them a lead that they would eventually hold on to in the end. Let's take a look at the final. 26-25, very close.
Corpus Christi King misses a field goal at the end of that game. Kingsville, the real king of the Coastal Bends for now. All right, how about the Ray Texans over at Buck Stadium taking on San Antonio McCollum. Here, the Texans, the opening kickoff to Dominic Zapata of the Cowboys, and Zapata getting a nice little gain there. Coach Craig Charlton's team on defense to start, and this is not what he wants to see because the first play from scrimmage, and Zapata is going to cut right through that Texans defense and gone for the score. Now, we don't say the same for the opposing
like
teams.
A hot knife
No. So that made it 7-0. Ray with the ball. Trip Thompson looking downfield, though. Everyone covered, so just going to try and take off. The offense, it struggled to get going tonight, shall we say. McCollum with the score. They go up 14-0. Again, this was not a great night for the Ray offense. Let's take a look at the final in this one. 34-6. McCollum comes to town, gets a win.
But they avoided the shutout, so that is good news for Ray there. All right, let's move on to
glass half full type of guy.
Exactly, always optimistic. Hebbronville Longhorns, Tuloso-Midway Warriors taking each other on 6-0 midway through the first quarter. We'll pick this up. And this will go to Jonas Darby, who will take this one all the way down to the 30-yard line. Darby, again, going to take it, and he's just going to keep pushing all the way down to the 10-yard line. Now, Damian Figueroa, we'll see what he can do to finish off the drive. He does exactly that into the end zone. TM up 14-0, and you gotta love it. Head coach James Villarreal loving it. And now TM with the ball up midfield. Figueroa finding the hole, taken off. That's 50 yards for the touchdown. That even feels like a little Play of the Week nominee right there. That is a good play.
Absolutely, trying to build off having the 5 scores against London last week.
Oh yes, but Hebbronville not going away. Jacob Gomez will keep it for the first down and more. And so a nice gain on the ground for them. 1st and goal. And so the quarterback himself will take it, and Jacob Gomez into the end zone. 21-6 was the score at that point, and the final is 34-6. So TM, huge win for Coach Villarreal.
Tuloso-Midway still unbeaten on the year. They now have a huge game against Carroll next week, coming off the big win over Calallen last night.
Yes, that was an incredible game that I was at yesterday. It's going to be awesome to see how Carroll follows that up against a TM team that is coming off a hot win this week as well.
Yeah, and TM owns 2 or 3 wins over CCISD teams so far as well, so see how that goes next week. All right, well, if you just can't wait for the next segment for your scores, you can find them right now at KIII-TV.com. friday-night-sports-blitz.com. You can also follow us on social media as well.
Love it. That's the place. Wherever you are, well, that's where we are.
Exactly. KIII3 Sports on Twitter/X and 3 Sports Blitz on Facebook. We're back after the break.